stress. Stay here, there's birds in our garden, you know. There's birds in our garden. I worked at McDonald's for 6 years, right? And I remember on Christmas Eve when I was like 18, I got called a fat C word over a dispute involving chicken nuggets. I've taken the kids to the park. I've not got eyes on one of them, but I think they're having a little frolic and I think they're having fun. I'm a bit stressed though because two of them, I don't know where they are. Where you going? Stay in the park, please. Can we stay in the park, please, children? Can we come back to the park? Yeah? Well, come on, should we go on the swings? Should we go on the swings? Yeah? Let's go on the swings. It's too hot to be running around, isn't it? What are you doing? Come on, Amy's going in the park. Amy's going in the park. Right, children, back please. Oh, I can see him. Come here. Where have you gone? Are you going through this way? Can you find your brother, please? Can you retrieve him? He's somewhere here. Can you go get your brother for me, please? Because I can hear you. Where are you, babe? Can you please go and retrieve your brother? Can you go and get your brother for me, please? Because I think he's here. Can you show him the way out? Stop messing with the twig. Can you please go get your brother? No? Any chance? Should we go in the back garden? Because there's cars and everything. You're in feral mode. But can we be in feral mode in the back garden? Is that alright? Because you've got no sense of spatial awareness or road safety. I love you. I love you so much. Where's your sister? Should we go play in the back garden? Yeah? Or just, if you're going to sit here, should we just sit here for a bit and not frolic at 100 miles an hour? I love you both. Where is your sister though? Right, so my two sons, hang on. Numero uno. Well, I've got more than two, but where are you? I can't actually see. And numero two. So hopefully they're not going to run off. Sister's still frolicking. Have you had a nice time frolicking? No? Where are you going? Please don't go anywhere. Where are you? Stay here. There's birds in our garden, you know. There's birds in our garden. Can you please teach him? I've just been walking around the estate looking for her, and then it turns out she was in the kitchen. I don't know where she came from or how she got there, but oh, thank God, honestly. The stress. So today is Friday the 22nd of May. I can't actually see my phone properly, so sorry if I'm squinting. I think the sun's actually about to go in and the wind's been a bit ferocious, but basically I'm sure there's a heat wave expected for like the next few days, but I'm working Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and then do I have Wednesday and Thursday off? I don't know, but basically I think I'm going to miss out on the heat. And to be honest, if it's 30 degrees outside, it's going to be about 55 degrees in the hospital, so not really looking forward to that. But we can talk about work in a minute, because it's been a rough week. But first I want to see if I've got any Mounjaro Muppets to cover. I mean, I definitely have, but I just can't remember which ones I've done, which ones I haven't. But there's always new ones evolving and coming left, right and centre. So let's have a look. So the first Muppet, JJ628, they commented on one of my YouTube shorts a few months ago saying, I'll put the short on screen while I'm speaking, saying, why are you showing off your dirty backside, or something like that, something along those lines. And they commented on my recent community post, which again I'll put it on screen, and I think they said something like, oh, you must be bored, nothing else is to do, or something. I think the end of the clip was said dirty backside that they were referring to. Basically, why am I showing off my quote-unquote dirty backside? Because it's my prerogative. Because I wanted to. because I looked good, I knew I looked good, and so I thought I'd include it as part of my YouTube short. So that answers that one. It's not really neurosurgery. And then must be bored, nothing else is to do. Have you never took a picture of yourself? Have you never took a picture full stop? And again, I look good in that photo, so I thought I'd share it. And it's actually it's one of the outfits that is coming. And basically I'm going to film a sort of petite outfit, summer style inspo sort of video. I was going to do it today, but I might just lie in the sun for a bit and decompress. So must be bored, nothing else is to do. It was something along those lines. And as somebody else rightfully commented, you must be pretty bored, mate. Well, we're not mates, but you must be pretty bored if you're sort of trawling through my videos, commenting on them. Like, but also, like, why are you following this channel? Because this is 3 months apart at this point. So you must be really bored. We'll do one more Muppet before I tell you about the work situation I had the other day. SS Stack TVZ, I don't know, I'll put it on screen, said Ozempic or Mounjaro and surgery, stop with the misleading and fooling of other women. I came in because it got a bit windy. So where was I? This Muppet says Ozempic or Mounjaro and surgery, stop with the fooling and misleading of other women. Now, I would ask, have you even watched my channel? But you clearly haven't, because otherwise you wouldn't be coming at me with this nonsense. I replied, and I think I said, when have I misled anyone? And I didn't realise until I went to take the screenshot for this that they'd come back to me saying, do you tell the audience you use Mounjaro or Ozempic? Yeah, that's literally the whole point of this channel. It's in my bio, it's, you know, almost every video it's like, Mounjaro week 108. Like, yeah, mate, that's the whole basis of this channel. Like, only a fool would use Ozempic and Mounjaro, which causes, what was it, something about serious long-term health issues as time goes on. Only a fool would comment on one of my videos saying I'm misleading people and not telling them I'm on Mounjaro. Only a fool would not actually do the most basic amount of research. It just takes 1 second to click on my channel before commenting that. Like, enough said. I was going to wait to film the last part of this video because someone was mowing, but now someone else is mowing and the neighbour's child is singing in a rather interesting pitch. But to be fair, I'm no Cher, do you know what I mean? But, so like I said, had a rather rough week at work. I think Sunday I worked 13 hours, was off Monday, Tuesday 9 to 5, Wednesday 9 till 9:30, and yesterday 9 to 5. Or it was meant to be 9 to 5. But anyway, I think this happened, I want to say Tuesday. And it's basically, I was on a ward, clerking in a patient, speaking to the surgeons about them, minding my own, right, which a lot of people find hard to do. But I was in the office, and then I hear it all kicking off, like, outside the office. So I'm like, what's going on? And I can just hear a man shouting, like, you're lying, and, like, proper kicking off, like, the top of his voice. So I'm thinking, what's going on? Like, it must be something really serious, like, it must be something of great importance, because, you know, it's all going off, right? So I'm thinking, there must be something afoot. So I go out of the office, right, and basically I go out of the office up to the nurses' station, where a patient is stood in front of the nurses' station, screaming and shouting at the top of his voice at the nurses and one of my fellow doctors, right, one of my colleagues. All female, we'll get back to that. So screaming, shouting at the top of his voice, and I'm thinking, must be something serious, like, what's happened here, sort of thing. So obviously, I mean, thing is, it wasn't even earwigging because I think the old hospital could hear him. You could hear him from the car park, right? So I come out and he's shouting, you're lying. You told me half an hour ago that she'd gone to get it and she's only just signing it now. All this. And I'm like, what's going on? And then, but like literally top of his lungs, right? So I go up to him, and bearing in mind, he's not a small bloke, he's like 6'1", 6'2" at least, right? Shouting at the nurses and my doctor colleague. And so I go up to him, because he's stood in front of the nurses station just giving it large, because I still don't really know what's going on. And I go up to him, I say, listen, there's no need to shout. And do you know what he did? Do you know what he did? And bearing in mind, I had not had a stunning shift. I won't call any of the shifts that I've done this week even close to stunning, to be honest, right? And then he turns to me, right? He went, bearing in mind the height difference as well. Do you know what he did? He went, shush. Right in my face, like finger, like right here, right? He went, shush. Like this, right, in my face. And he goes, you don't know what I've been through. Turns out that what he'd been through was he had to wait half an hour for a prescription so he could go home. Because he was screaming at the nurses going, you told me you sent someone half an hour ago to get that prescription. And the nurse was like, I did. I did. And the prescription's just come back to the ward and the doctor's signing it now. And he's like, you're all liars. She's only just signing it now. It's like, yeah. And also half an hour, mate. That porter must have been running. That porter must have been sprinting. Half an hour. And he's like, she's only just signing it now. It's like he obviously didn't understand how it worked. Like the doctor's got to sign the prescription. But until the prescription is put in front of the doctor cannot sign it. But like literally like screaming, shouting, like there's literally people dying around you, literally dying. Like look around you, you're screaming and shouting, there's people who are literally end of life and all they can hear is you. Over what? Shush. In my face. The thing is, it wasn't even like, I just got involved because he was being unacceptable, right? Funny enough, none of the males that were around got involved, but that's another point entirely. I just went up to him because, I don't care how big he is, like, you can't be shouting in staff's faces. You don't know what I've been through. You don't know what we've been through. Are we going to play this game? Are we going to do trump cards? Like, I do seriously wonder if the doctor was male, if any of the nurses were male. Well, I don't wonder because I know he wouldn't have done it. He wouldn't have done it. He wouldn't, literally screaming and shouting. And then I go up to him, we're like, foot apart. And I'm like, listen, there's no need to shout. Dead polite, dead cordial. Not, do you know what I mean? Shush. His hand in my face. Because the thing is, it had already not been a good... And it wasn't even aimed at me. I felt bad for the nurses and the other doctor. Because no one was sticking up for them. And he was probably giving himself a pat on the back, thinking that was an alright thing to do. But his hand in my face. That's what really frustrates me, because I think... thing is, I was worked up all day about that. I kept having flashbacks. I kept thinking about it and thinking what I wish I'd said, or what, if I wasn't a doctor, how I would have reacted. And I can't even share that with you out loud but my family and friends know how I would have reacted. Because that was completely unacceptable. But the thing is, that happens every day and you just, you're expected to sit there and take it. Half an hour? You were waiting on a prescription for half an hour? Are you... The thing is, he could have gone home and got it later. Half an hour? You don't know what I've been through. But putting his hand in my face. I think, I don't know. Obviously, not to make it about me. But he shouldn't have been shouting at the nurses. But he, he's a grown man. He was literally like a middle-aged man, 6'2", whatever. I can't even fathom. And the thing is, he didn't have to wait for it. He could have gone home and come back. And also, you're getting a free prescription. But I swear to God, screaming and shouting at the top of his lungs. As if that was fine. As if that, there's no excuse for that. It don't matter. I worked at McDonald's for 6 years, right? And I remember on Christmas Eve when I was 18, I got called a fat C word over a dispute involving chicken nuggets. But at least at McDonald's, you could give it back. At least at McDonald's, I've done my time at McDonald's. I did night shifts in a rough city centre McDonald's. You know what I mean? 6 years. but at least there you could give it back. And I was, to be honest, I was probably on the same wage as when I started, as when I was a doctor. Shush. That had me all day then. Because I think 2 reasons. 1, it wasn't acceptable in the first place. It was disgusting. It should never have happened. But 2, I couldn't react the way that I wanted to. And the way, do you know what I mean? That I would have done if I wasn't there in my scrubs with a doctor badge. If I wasn't going to lose my licence, if I did anything or said anything. Yeah. And he, screaming and shouting. And he got his prescription and he left. So he's probably thinking, job done, lad. Job done. What on earth? What on earth? And obviously we were all female, and I do believe that played a part. I'm not going to front. Let's not call a spade a digging implement. I don't know. The thing is, work is hard enough. Work, like if you're a doctor, if you're a nurse, you understand it's hard enough. It's awful at times. I mean, people don't like hearing that. Do you know what I mean? Like you expect to just take it on the chin. You expected to just sort of like crack on and deal with it, and still people are out here on the Facebook thinking, you know, on Mumsnet, on whatever, thinking it genuinely is acceptable to shout in the faces of staff because they can't get what they want when they want. That's disgusting, that is. Like, genuinely. But the thing is, that had me worked up all day then. And he's probably not thought twice about it. He's probably like, yeah, mate, yeah. Like, someone come get your dad, he's abusing women again. Honestly. So yeah, so while everyone's going to be enjoying the heat wave, I'm going to be... I mean, you know, actually, if we're going to put positive energy out there, I'm going to have the best shifts of my life in the coming week. It's going to be stellar, it's going to be stunning. I'm actually going to really enjoy myself, and I'm going to have a really good time, and so is all the staff around me. We're going to excel. We're not going to get any abuse. We're not going to be expected to do 3 people's jobs. We're not going to be stretched so thin it's unreal. So yeah, that's the energy I'm putting out for the next week. So while everyone's enjoying the heat wave, I hope everybody has a lovely week. I know I'm going to, because I've just positively manifested it, and I will see you all soon.